What's up, y'all? Good to see you again for another Wednesday filled with rock and roll and metal.
Metal. Mostly metal.
Mostly metal. They don't call it rock and roll anymore. It's not called that. But
we can't call it rock and roll. That's copywriting.
It's copywriting. Unless we're playing Elvis. But we don't do that shit. So no blue suede shoes here.
Did somebody forget to hit the button?
What?
Somebody forget to hit the button?
I think she
ignore Bubbles.
Yeah.
Ignore Bubbles.
Ignore the Bubbles.
I think Bubbles actually neglected to remember we're not on Facebook.
No, we're not on Facebook anymore because Facebook fucking sucks. It's just, nope, can't play music on Facebook anymore because apparently, you can't play any music. You know what it did? The theme song for our show, I made that, and it still zucked that for some reason. Like, what? Like, who gave...
It never touched any of the other music. It just zucked our theme song.
Like, who gave Facebook permission to zuck my own music?
How dare they zuck my music on my podcast?
I don't know. So, what do we have today, K-Rox?
What we have today is kind of an interesting mix. First off, shout out to John Asher at Asher Media for sending these guys our way. They're called Turbo, checking in from Halifax.
Right on.
Then we actually got this email from a guy by the name of Walter from Texas for his project called Social Guillotine.
Spelled very weirdly, by the way.
Very weirdly. Very, very strange.
If you're going to find it, you have to type it exactly how it is. Because I tried Social Guillotine. Nope. It has to be spelled with ones and threes and... Okay. Very specific.
If you don't spell it without the numbers, I guarantee you're probably going to end up on a site commemorating Marie Antoinette somewhere. I don't know.
Either that or the elimination of Jeff Bezos, which is a very common trend now, which I support.
What don't you support?
Yeah, well, I support guillotines. Guillotine 2020. That's my stance.
Guillotine 2020.
Guillotine for president. Just end them all.
Oh, jeez. We went from... This got really dark all of a sudden.
Well, that's what you get. It's a metalist review. It's going to be metal.
I'm not sorry.
No, folks.
I'm not sorry.
So today, I'm not drinking anything. Usually I do. But today I'm eating potato sticks. So.
Oh, God damn it. These
things are like my crack, dude. Like, I love these things.
Dude, let me tell you all a little quick story. My aunt loves those things. As a matter of fact, she loves them so much, she buys them, eats them, completely gone, and actually uses the containers for other shit.
Yeah. You know what I did? I emptied one of these things out. I ate the entire thing, and I used it as a drum. In one of the songs I recorded. Yeah. The nice organic sounds of potato stick drums.
I have no words.
You don't have to. Do a little double bass on it. I mean, it's filled with sticks, so it has no acoustic to it.
No, it really does.
Ah, man, it was hard trying to get this back up. Like, we've been trying to figure out YouTube, and I don't understand any of this shit. I'm just getting started understanding how to stream on YouTube, and then I had issues with my mic, setting up drivers and all that. It's like,
Yeah, trying to get this show up was a real pain in the neck.
It would have been earlier, but for some reason, it just decided to go and...
Fucked up the whole flow, man. It fucked up everything.
We're good to go.
Seriously though, this is starting to bring back flashbacks of the truck days. Okay, with how many technical issues we've had.
That was every day. We would stream something and just the internet would just go gone.
Yeah, internet would just give us two of these right to the face. Just nope, right there.
So what's this? I guess we can bring this up and then we can get on playing some Turbo. But what's been going on in your house? Some weird things.
Oh, fuck, dude. If y'all are watching this and you happen to notice me looking to my right on and off, there's been some weird things going on around here, and I don't even know how to really explain it. See, well, here. I'll do this. See down that way? Right down there. See, that's a hallway, and there where the curtain is, around that corner is a staircase.
Behind that mountain of clothes.
That's Bubbles' clothing. Go figure. Leave it to a woman.
There you go. Plant a flag up there.
It's the Everest of clothing.
If you can make it.
Right. But every so often for the past several nights, I've been hearing footsteps on the stairs in that little hallway area. There's a gate down at the bottom of the stairs that keeps the two dogs here who they kind of get along, but if they're around each other too long, they don't get along, if that makes any sense. But there's a gate down there to keep them separated, and sometimes it opens and shuts on its own.
That's strange.
It's weird.
Well, who knows? Maybe in the middle of this podcast, we'll see a ghostly figure walk behind you, and we'll have it.
Like seriously, seriously, anybody sees a shadow figure, let me know, because I'm about to kick somebody in the nuts. I swear to God, I'm gonna kick a ghost in the balls.
That who would have thought? Who would have thought that's how you get rid of ghosts? You just ding.
It's like exorcism by foot. Oh shit. Anyway,
boy, there's something wrong with you.
What isn't wrong with me?
Well, we got some Turbo, man. What's up with Turbo?
So, here's the deal, folks. This is a self-release single from an upcoming album that they have coming out, and you are not mistaken. Don't be mistaken here. The album is literally called Fast as Fuck. I mean, come on. The band name is Turbo. Fast as fuck. Come on. It's basically the way to explain this band. Is basically the only way I can explain it is the same way they explained it to me. Well, as John Asher explained it to us, I should say. But it's for fans of like other bands like Motorhead, Kill Cheerleader, ZZ Top, Sabbath, and Wasp. Obviously, that caught my attention because I'm a huge Wasp fan.
Oh boy,
I love Wasp. But this is exactly how they explain themselves. Okay, Turbo is like your disheveled uncle on Christmas morning. Trashed, pissed off, sleazy, mean, and sick of your shit.
All right. This just sounds like thrash in general.
Well, we're going to find out because we're going to play what we got sent, and it's a single off of this album, Fast as Fuck. Release date to be determined, as it as of right now not been announced. But we will keep you up to date. Promise that.
All right. Oh, let me get the album. There we go. Got the album cover there. Fast as Fuck. Turbo. It's right there.
And it's really interesting album art, too. I love the whole, like, what is that, a jetpack on a velociraptor holding scissors?
Man, that That album cover's badass. That's metal as hell.
Dude, that you don't get much more metal than that. Not for like old school styling, man. That
he's flying with a pair of scissors in his hands.
Hey,
with blood on them.
Like, why not? What? Just why the fuck not?
You're not supposed to jetpack with scissors. Your mom always told you.
Yeah, well, they don't give a shit. No fucks given there. So, here's the song for you. Okay, from their upcoming album, Fast as Fuck. This is Turbo with Make Bail.
All right.
Just trying to find a way to make trying to find a way to make just trying to find a way to make bail without getting no space, no escaping, no sleep. I'm losing weight because I just can't eat. It's like a prison nightmare come true till I finally make bail from you. Another day and one more grenade. Another city with a bad new kitty. And it's a pity cause I know you know when she locks me down I'm gonna have to blow. She's just another jail, another apology to the fail. And I've been spending all my time just losing my mind trying to make bail. Just trying to find a way to make bail. Just trying to find a way to make bail.
Make Bail. Turbo from Fast as Fuck.
That was fun to listen to.
Oh, that was...
You know, that was like some party music.
Oh, that was...
Like get down and fucking
like,
chug down some Heinekens.
Dude, that's the kind of like late 80s, early 90s party you want to be at. That's the party that has it completely going off the rails.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Definitely, and I definitely have to agree for fans of Motorhead and Wasp. I heard like shades of both bands in this group.
Yeah.
Like definitely the Wasp influences for sure.
Yeah, I mean, genre-wise, I mean, very, like heavier rock. You know, like, sort of like a blend between rock and metal, I guess. Always get like genre specific. It doesn't really matter, but like it's very it's fast paced. I mean, that's for certain. Very constant beat to it, and fun rhythm. It's just fun. It's fun to listen to. It's a fun song to listen to. I'll give it that.
Yeah, it is a very fun song, and gotta hand it to the vocalist. Definitely nailing some high pitch range there. Oof. I don't know. I mean, how many times have you lost your voice doing that? I just really would like to know that. For some reason, it's a question I ask everybody that has that kind of a range in their vocals. It's like, how many times did you lose your voice?
Yeah, and I'm looking at the album art with the reptile with the scissors in his hand and the jetpack. I could picture that this music going along with that album art.
Oh, yes. Yes.
It's just absurd and ridiculous and just fucking metal.
Oh, yeah. And speaking about that album art and Make Bail, something I kind of wanted to save until after I heard it, but now that I've heard it, I don't have to save it anymore. So they actually have, and I'm not even kidding about this, there is actually a music video for this song on YouTube right now. It's Turbo Make Bail, but this music video is very different, as in it is a quarantine DIY music video.
Oh, there's a lot of bands have been putting stuff out like that. I mean, what can you do anyway? But like it's
true.
Yeah, it's fascinating to see a lot of bands do that.
But
record their own parts, put them together, and collaborate. It's cool.
But definitely, if you liked Turbo, if you liked listening to this track from Turbo, go check out the video. It's Turbo Make Bail. It's on YouTube, where we happen to be right now. So just wait till the end of the show, though.
Don't leave yet, fuckers.
Don't leave yet, man.
We ain't done yet. I'm not even done with this barrel of potato sticks yet.
I doubt you're gonna get through that barrel of potato sticks in this show.
Is that a challenge?
No, that is not a challenge.
No.
I know better. I'm not stupid. I know better.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a fact. There's no way I'm getting through this at the end of the show.
Yeah, but I don't want to challenge you to do it because I know you actually will. I know you actually take me up on that challenge.
Probably. I don't think I would succeed, but
I still don't want. I do not want to see you choke live. Okay, I don't want to see you choking on potato sticks. Okay,
that's a bad way to go.
It's like he died doing what he loved, listening to metal on potato sticks. What?
Yeah. It's almost as if like I should be listening to black metal because if it's an evil and grimy style of music that sounds like it's recorded from a potato, I should probably be eating the type of sound that it is, which is potato music. I'm not shitting on black metal. I just think it's ironic.
Yeah, right. By the way, Sharky, I gotta ask you something. I gotta ask you this because our governor here in Ohio, which is where I am, in case y'all didn't know that, I live in Ohio. He's in Illinois.
One of these days, Ohio is going to try to take over Illinois, and we're going to fight you.
We can try.
We can. The battle for Indiana is what's going to be the heart and soul of Indianapolis.
It's like, but oh God, we get to keep Indianapolis. Ohio and Illinois can have the rest. Indianapolis belongs to us. There's a long story that goes along with that, but we'll share that some other time.
That has something to do with the big penis.
And you just literally confused everybody. But that's okay.
They don't. No context. No context.
No context needed. But here's the deal. Ohio just got fully mandated as masks in public.
Well, that's good. That could. I think that could stir some controversy, and could because it just is for some reason. I just don't see why it is. Like, if you want my personal opinion on that, like you see, like a lot of other countries who are like getting below the curve, and it's because they're having mandated that, and people are not bitching about it. They're just doing it because I think we've talked about it before, the whole quarantine thing, but with masks, it's like you're not wearing one to protect yourself. You're wearing one so you don't give somebody else it. They're doing it for the same reason. It's like for the same reason that you turn your headlights on at night when you're driving. You just don't shut them off because, well, everybody's going to be fine. I'll just drive without mine on. They can have their headlights on.
They'll see me. They got their lights on. I don't need mine.
And that's mandatory. You have to have your headlights on at night. Like, it's just something we have to go through until this is done. But it's just a lot of people don't believe that it's happening, or they're downplaying it. It's like, well,
here's the deal. And Greg, by the way, I do agree with you 100%. DeWine is a disgrace. But I actually don't mind the whole mandating the mask thing. I personally don't like wearing them. But the thing of the matter is, if I happen to be one of those people that's non-symptomatic and I give it to somebody else, that would really ruin my day.
Well,
you know what I mean?
It's just a matter of like, do you really give a fuck about other people? Like, I mean, in a fundamental way, not just like, fuck you, I'm an individual. Sure, but we live in a society, right? So kind of have to participate in that. Like, if we're going to like get through this and have things open again and go to concerts again and see shows and shit, like, I'd like to do that again.
Yeah.
But it's just,
I would definitely love to go to concerts. I would love some of my favorite bands to actually come back to town and actually be able to have live shows that we can go to.
Yeah, and I see it in a lot of other countries as well. They're like opening that back up and trying to, like, with social distancing and whatnot, a little bit here and there, but they're starting to open these things back up because they flattened a lot of their curve. But we can't. We're not doing that because the stupid people are just like, no, it's my right. It's like,
okay, pal.
Like, you're just making it worse for the rest of us for a much longer time. It's just we're gonna have to just deal with this shit.
It's like, just all I'm saying, people, is just do what you got to do. Okay? Yes, it's bullshit. Just do it anyway. Who knows?
There are many other things that make your life difficult. Wearing a mask is not one of them. And I don't want to hear just like, well, then I can't breathe. Very rare. It's going to be very rare that you're just not going to be able to breathe. That's just nonsense.
Look, this is a completely breathable sleeve. This is my mask. One of them.
Mine's downstairs. I'm trying to actually order a new one. I've just been wearing this fucking sock thing on my face. And it just looks ridiculous. I need to get a better, some better PPE.
Seriously, these things, they just slide over your head. Just leave them on your neck. Just pull it up over your nose and mouth. Done. It's breathable. It's very lightweight. And guess what? It stretches.
I just like these people who are like, you know what it really is? We're wearing a mask because they're trying to like force us to wear hijabs and become Muslims. It's like, what? Where did you
motherfuckers?
Wait, what?
How did we go? How did we go from personal protective equipment to hijabs? How did that happen? Where what?
those things don't go together.
Kind of like Bigfoot and overalls. It just doesn't happen.
No context there either.
Nope, none.
Nope.
No explanation either. Figure it out.
Nope. I'll give you a hint. Documentary. It's really weird. But yeah, just on that whole topic, just there are so many other things to complain about. And I think just trying to be responsible and just being a citizen is just the best thing you can do. Find something else to complain about.
Exactly. But
So
now that we got that out of our systems, I got a question for the people watching, as well as you, Sharky. This is a question that is really plaguing my mind,
okay.
and I really have to wonder if you had the chance, that first concert after all this shit is said and done, and we can go back to live concerts again. Who would you want to go see? First and foremost.
Oh, who would I? That's there's too many, honestly. It just I don't know. I think really I'd like to go to a festival.
Oh, you want to do the festival scene? Oh, hell yeah!
I think I'd like to see a festival. There was a well, this was not in Chicago. I'm in Chicago because well, fuck me, but they used to have it. I don't know if they still do. It was in Austin, Texas. It's called Psych Fest, and it's a lot of like neo psych bands and stuff. But they'd also have metal bands, and actually, the last one they had, I think, Megadeth was headlining it. And I was like, dude, like this is metal / like neo psychedelic music. That's like my dream festival right there. I love psychedelic stuff. You throw metal in that? Oh,
trust me,
man.
he does. He loves this psychedelic shit.
Yeah, I think if I could choose to do anything, to go to any concert, it would be Psych Fest. If they're going to have metal acts like they did in the last one.
Yeah. Me personally, if it's not local show, okay, obviously the local scene is where you're going to find me the most.
For
but
sure.
If you're talking big names, well, I'd love to go see Sonata Arctica again.
There you go.
They released an album not that long ago. That and who knows? The rest of the Northern Kings may show up, which is like other members from other European power metal bands, much like Sonata Arctica, like Marco Hietala, bassist for Nightwish. He's a Northern King as well.
There you go. I think I've been getting into a lot of like I don't know, just like medieval sounding like paganist stuff. Was the Apocalypse Orchestra is something I've been listening to recently, and I absolutely love them.
You've also been listening to a lot of Glory Hammer, I know.
Glory Hammer, that's power metal, and I'm not huge into power metal, but the Glory Hammer, they're fun. They're fun to fucking listen to. Like, I just caught on to them, so I'm just beginning to catch on to the Glory Hammer thing.
Yeah, Glory Hammer's interesting. They really are. But unfortunately, we are not reviewing Glory Hammer today. Instead, as you have previously heard,
We
reviewed Turbo. But now, and this one was directly requested by Walter. And I know he's not watching right now because apparently he works tonight. So I know he's not watching right now.
It'll be out there.
He'll be out there. He'll watch it later. But this is his group. Okay, the Port Neches. I know I murdered that. Fuck you, Texas. And it goes by the name of Social Guillotine. And You see the EP album art?
It's up there.
Good fucking luck even trying to figure out how and why it's spelled this way. But we got a couple tracks off of this upcoming EP, which the name of it, Newton's Third Law.
I'd like to figure out what the album art is. It seems to be just like a painting of like a portrait of some dude. I don't know who it is.
I think that's actually a painted portrait of Walter himself.
Oh,
I think. I don't know for sure.
Well, he's got Newton's Third Law in there, and it doesn't look like Isaac Newton, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, it could be. But I guess I should let it be known for everybody that's actually in the chat and seeing the comments. And yes, Greg, I can see you. Yes, Walter is a past member of Agnosium, just like myself. But this is his own project that he's been working on for quite a while, as I understand. But I'm interested to see what it sounds like, to be honest, because I know him as a musician, and he's a very talented musician.
Man, I feel like it should be like what it could be is like some math metal, you know. They got some what is the math metal? That's like a genre in and of itself, but
it's an interesting. It's a very weird, technical, and
I just think of like Animals as leaders, or like I think Dillinger Escape Plan even considers themselves that. Fuck, I don't know. I'm not even into that shit. I just see Newton's Third Law, and I'm like, we're gonna get scientific. There's gonna be math involved. I hope there's not a quiz later because I'm gonna fail that shit.
Yeah, I am not a mathematician, nor do I math very well. Sometimes I don't even know how to number.
Honestly, I flunked physics, so I'll do the music.
It's like I'll deal with the music, but just don't ask me to physics. Don't ask me to math. Don't ask me to number, because you ask me to number, I'm going to call hike at the end. That's about it.
Well, let's give it a listen, man.
But all right. Here we go. Social Guillotine. This is one of the two tracks that he sent. It's called Rising Tide. So let's give it a listen, Sally.
Let's do it.
Social Guillotine, Rising Tide, off of upcoming EP, Newton's Third Law.
Self-apathy, always complaining over the open seas. If you could only open your eyes, what has been there blinding you? The waves of life keep crashing down, day after day aboard this little ship. Lies and betrayal finally breaking apart, slowly sinking needles into your head. Now it's getting harder to breathe, and the lights are getting dim. When will you reach for your lifesaver? Because the ship is slowly sinking. Now it's time to abandon ship. The ocean of despair is dragging you down, and you find yourself fading into the cold abyss before you begin to drown. Now where are your friends? How could they understand how to survive the rising tide? Where are your friends? How could they understand how to survive the rising tide? The ship is sinking and you stay on. Your friends are waiting on the lifeboats. It's getting deeper, the water freezing. The time has come to sink or swim. The night air brushes your hair. Your friends call out to your despair. You try to tread, the herd has come. Can you feel the end? Will you be done? Now where are your friends? How could they understand how to survive the rising tide? Now where are your friends? How could they understand how to survive the rising tide?
Okay. That was different. Very different.
Yeah, I like the music style. It's you know, it's very light, but also very weird. Uh, you know, it reminds me of quite a few things. But I think just the on the music alone, I thought it was chill to listen to. Uh, Now I do have to say, I would like to get your thoughts on this as well. Maybe you'd agree with me. I think his lyrics were pretty good, but I just not too fond of how he sang them. But I thought the
Uh,
lyrics were pretty decent.
the lyrical flow was good. Uh, I'm gonna have to say it. Walt's never really been that much of a vocalist, but honestly, judging from the past to now, he has improved greatly. I will say that.
Sure, and with stuff like this too, with trippy music,
It
you could
just hold on,
take your
hold on a second. I
sure.
have to throw this out here because I'm gonna call him out on this because he did message me. He did message me and actually warned me about this. And now that I've heard it, all I have to say is, Walter, I love you, man. I do. You dirty, dirty son of a bitch. I love you. The drums in this there should be a few people out there that should actually recognize that.
Really? Because I
Because
don't.
parts of it are a little sped up here and there, and other parts are just rearranged. But those are my strike patterns from back in the day. Those are the same strike patterns I used to play all the time. He warned me that he actually took samples of my play style, ran them through an analyzer, mixed them, and put them in this song. I think he said both of them, but wow. It's like I recognize that. So I'm just like, oh God, I recognize those. That's my old strike pattern. Oh crap.
Oh well, you're a part of the album technically.
Apparently, I am.
A tiny bit of I guess contribution. Let's just say, but I just want to go back to the vocals thing. I don't want to harp on them about that, obviously, because but with music like this, it would be interesting to take the vocals and just manipulate them in ways and add effects to them. Hell, you can auto-tune. That's okay. There's nothing too wrong with that. It's just if you're just making it like your thing all the time, I guess. I know a lot of rappers do that, but it's just a lot of metal musicians, they get criticized for using it. But in this case,
is crap without the C.
I just think in this case it would be interesting to see something like that. Just manipulate it, add some effects to the vocals.
Yeah, especially with how the music flows. A little added effect here and there on the vocals would definitely like boost it a little more.
Like a lot of add some reverb to that shit. Yeah, that sounds really psychedelic. A lot of psychedelia is reverb.
Well, Greg, I don't know exactly about a throwback to 80s goth music, but you got the goth music part right, but it's definitely more on the psychedelic side.
That's what I noticed. There's a little bit of psychedelic in there. It's part of why I like it.
But it's definitely good. It's definitely good. I will give it that. It's definitely good. And it's definitely something that could possibly go somewhere. Just, like I said.
Needs a little bit of work, but
a little bit of work.
Just the overall essence of the song. It's not bad. And the lyrics are pretty decent, too.
So, personal opinion, add a little effect to the voice here and there. Golden.
Yep.
That's my opinion.
And you're the drummer for the album.
I fucking hate you. You know that?
Who would have thought? K-Rox is the drummer for Social Guillotine.
Joy Division meets Grateful Dead-ish. Okay, it's either Grateful Dead or it's not. You can't say ish when it comes to Grateful Dead.
It's hard for me to really put my finger on it. I don't know if anybody listens to Jesu. I've heard some of that.
I've heard of them. Heard of them.
It reminds me of that just a bit. If you go back and listen to Jesu, there's a lot of his stuff is like spoken word and all that, but it's like very like vocal present.
Well, I'm glad I made your day, Greg. You laughed. There you go. Have fun with that.
I'm not seeing the chat for some reason. I don't know why, but at least you are.
Yeah, I can see it. You can't be actually on our page watching it. You actually have to watch it as a spectator. You can't just watch it as the moderator.
Yeah, I get. Well, it's just the way I had started it because my internet shut off for some reason when I left the computer to go smoke a cigarette before we started. And it's like, oh, wow, okay, so the chat's just not going to fucking work now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Great, okay. So,
apparently the internet gremlins have said, fuck you.
Well, better luck next time. But, yeah, I mean, we made it thus far. But yeah, I'll tell you what though. It's a very interesting sound. I'm gonna go ahead and change the image here, but I like the sound of it. I like the psychedelic atmosphere to it, and just the way that he's singing it. If I mean, with vocals, it's like kind of like playing guitar. You kind of have to be on key and stuff, but it's like if you just do some auto tune, that's fine. But do some of that and throw some effects in there. I think it would sound pretty interesting, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely a good working product. I will say that right now. It's a good working product.
Yeah.
Sorry, weird shit still happens here.
What?
Anyway,
I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't seen any Dark Shadows, so you don't have to.
if you happen to see a dark shadow directly behind me, it's because Bubbles is back there somewhere. See, she's back there. By the way, in case you didn't notice, Bubbles is not actually in the moderation here this time around. We're going to fix that in the future, apparently. Because, like I said, a lot of tech issues that we've been dealing with today just to get this out.
Streaming on YouTube seemed to be a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. But, yeah, it'll work out. I guess we're going to try to build our YouTube up and put stuff out here and fucking see what we can make of it. I guess we could do some reaction vids and stuff. If we could figure that out and do a reaction vid, like, of whatever, like, well, it's difficult because you're in Ohio and I'm in Illinois. And how do you do that? See, there's like a lot of technical things that I'm too stupid to understand that I'm trying to figure out.
He's too stupid to understand it. I'm too ignorant to understand it. And matter of fact, the tech wizard that does understand it is back there.
Well, get on it, Bubbles. figure it out.
He's like, figure it out, Bubbles.
Well, yeah. I'll say again too with the Turbo. That's a fun band to listen to.
Oh yeah,
good old hard, heavy hitting metal. Fucking just party.
Thrash meets hair.
Party.
Meets hair.
It honestly makes me want to drink in a good way.
By the way, Greg, Bubble says hi.
Well,
so, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude this episode. Special thanks to John Asher at Asher Media for sending Turbo our way. Definitely enjoyed Turbo. And Walter, Social Guillotine, thank you for contacting us, and we do enjoy it. Could use a little bit of work here and there, but it is good. Never said it was bad.
We're honest. Telling you the truth.
But hey, you definitely have a good working product. I will say that 100%.
For sure. Oh, we're on YouTube now. I have to say it. Hit like, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and share. Did I say like? Yeah, I said like. Subscribe, hit the bell, share. Okay. Yep. That's it.
Make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell icon for every notification when we go live. You will get it. And also hit that like button if you enjoyed this episode, as well as listening to our obnoxious, idiotic faces. I think that about covers that. And also, big shout out to the birds in the background because fuck you.
My birds.
Yeah, your birds.
They're screaming.
But anyhow, for everybody out there actually watching live, thanks for joining us. For everybody that's watching this later, keep it metal because heavy metal never dies. K-Rocks and Sharky out.
All right.